You are listening to me talking to myself. Welcome to the podcast where I share useful tools to create more space, more freedom, inner peace, connection, and life on purpose. I have just finished my 5-day mindful reset retreat in Greece on the Lefkada Island. The nature is amazing, the beaches are beautiful, and the color of the sea is unreal. It's end of the season, so it felt like we were almost the only people on the island. As always, it's so great to connect with people, getting to know them better. We did a lot of journaling, reflecting, writing letters to ourselves, and sharing. And everybody was open, involved, and willing to share, which makes it very fun for everyone. You're with complete strangers, and at the same time, you decided to join the retreat and prioritize yourself, for whatever reason. I always start the retreat with a silence day as a tool to disconnect from the outside noise and reconnect to whatever happens within. And also to offer this tool to everyone, so throughout the retreat, you feel comfortable with silence and you don't feel like you always have to fill the space and say something. I really like this part as for most people, it's a new experience which is a bit uncomfortable and unknown, and in the end, it is very insightful and powerful. That is it with retreats for this year, and next year there will be even bigger and better and more transformative. So after 3.5 months of traveling, I was reflecting on all the options where to go next. And at some point, I felt like my cup was full with travel, experiences, moving around, beaches, sun, summer, and being homeless. And I really felt like I want to go home. I want to be surrounded by things I know and I miss. And the only place that feels like home for me is London. It just has this magical energy of possibilities and excitement. So I decided to go to London to see how I feel being there after 3.5 months and leaving thinking that I will not come back. Did I really think I will not come back? I really did. And I'm glad I did. I so needed this 3.5 months to listen, let go, reflect, rethink, experience, explore, re-choose, redecide, recommit, rest, recharge, reconnect, redirect, grow, rethink who I want to be, how I want to show up, and what I want my identity to be now. And what is that next chapter? When I left 4 months ago, I felt like I wanted to create a kind of lockdown situation for myself, in a sense of pausing everything that I was doing, removing myself from my current life, spend a lot of time by myself, with myself, in a different environment, and restructure how and why I do what I do and create more clarity about my next direction, purpose, as my life how it was did not fulfill me anymore. And I felt like I am ready for change and the next chapter. So letting go of everything, places, people, things, attachments, and be free to explore, play, create, connect, and experience. It was sad, and at the same time, I knew I was doing the right thing for me. It's like removing everything from the closet and putting back only what you want to keep, only what you would buy again today. Job, people, house, thoughts, beliefs, goals. So I'm not back, but forward with more direction, clarity, boundaries, more value, and more purpose. So here are some of my lessons from 3.5 months of traveling. 1. The grass is not greener. So often we think somewhere far away, life is better. Everything is better, people are happier, there are more opportunities, less problems. It is not the case. 2. There is no magic place, you are the magic. So often we think there is a place somewhere out there that has all the things that I need to feel a certain way. There is not, because you take yourself wherever you go. You are the one creating the magic. 3. Nobody's journey is better than yours. So often we think that some people have it easier, better, But actually, we all have things we work on, we struggle with, and we desire. 4. Ask for help. People want to help. I love doing everything by myself. So this is something I'm learning to do, because in the end, you can't do everything by yourself. You can't be great at everything. And people actually do want to help you. So give them the opportunity to do so. 5. There is no one-size-fits-all balance. You need to create your own. We need to define for ourselves what is my balance. Nobody can do it for us. How much sleep do I need? Rest, travel, sun, beach, work, adventure, me time, food, consumption, creation. How much do I need so I feel balanced? There are no rules, and it also changes all the time. So we need to reflect and adjust all the time. 6. Things that fill your cup will change constantly. Things that make you feel fulfilled and balanced and whole will change all the time. Things we enjoy now, we might not enjoy in a year. The amount of sleep, rest, exercise, time in nature we needed a year ago might be different now. 7. You can always change your mind and redecide. You always have the permission to change your mind if you like your reason. 8. Any failure that seems super big now will seem small in the big picture of your life. Learn the lesson and move on. Sometimes we worry so much about things that will be irrelevant at some point, like exams back in school, sacrificing our sleep and health for them, and now they don't matter at all. It's good to care, but also good to care less sometimes and prioritize self-care. 9. Learn to separate emotions from facts. It is a very useful tool to create our inner peace and take care of ourselves. Sometimes we attach so many emotions to numbers and circumstances, and when we write down the facts and look at them without attaching any feelings of shame or worry, we can think more clearly about the strategy and the solution. 10. If you're building something big, you will feel a lot of shame and disappointment. Learn to be with it. When I started my retreat business, I had to make bigger decisions. The successes are bigger, but also the failures. So sometimes I felt like hiding somewhere from the world, disappearing, and you might disappoint other people and yourself, thinking you could do something and realizing that you can't, that you need help, that you're actually not as good yet as you thought. Feeling those emotions is just part of the process. In the end, it is just an emotion, a vibration in our physical body, and we have the tools to be with it and process it. 11. Take responsibility for everything that happens in your life, your experience of life, your thoughts, actions, and feelings, even if it feels so much easier to blame. So when something goes wrong or not in the way you wanted and you expected it to go, it is very, very tempting to find something or someone outside of us to blame. Because otherwise we feel a lot of negative emotions, shame and disappointment. But it is important to remind yourself, if you want to create life on purpose, you need to take your power back for whatever happens in your life, even if it feels hard and uncomfortable. 12. Stay kind to yourself no matter what. In the end, nothing is more important than your health, physical, mental, emotional health. Nothing that happens is more important than this. 13. This is not forever. I'm just exploring. Sometimes we're in places and moments in life we want to escape. We don't want and like it. It is helpful to remind yourself that it will pass. 14. To keep trying is the only option in life. When things don't happen the way we want them to happen, when we feel like everything we do does not work out and we feel so ready to give up because nothing is working, the only option is to keep trying. Otherwise, we will never find the way that works. We want someone else to find the solution, but unfortunately, we need to learn our lessons ourselves and walk our path ourselves too. 15. There is no purpose in life, you create your own purpose. There is no purpose out there. We decide what it is today, tomorrow. What do I want my purpose to be? What do I want my impact on the world to be? 16. Never sacrifice your integrity for any goal. No goal is worth enough to sacrifice your truth and what is right for you, to sacrifice yourself. 17. It's not about you. So often we think when certain things happen or people behave in a certain way, that is because of us. There is something wrong with us. We are not enough, etc. And usually it has nothing to do with you. It's mostly those people's insecurities, struggles, life. 18. Do it because you would do it anyway. Do things you love doing even if nobody is listening or watching or interested in what you do. Do it because you want to do it for yourself and it makes you feel fulfilled. If you attach your fulfillment and happiness to things and people outside of you, you will struggle a lot because you can't control things and people outside of you. 19. Take time to distance yourself from your life to redecide your life. Take time to observe your life from the outside. Take time to get out of the matrix. 20. Nobody can understand your journey and why you do what you do. Just do it. It is yours. You don't have to explain and justify why you do what you do. Nobody has your life and will understand it anyway, not even your closest family. 21. You don't have to always know what is the next step and where you're going. We always have the pressure that we should know. And that's okay to be in that transition and figuring things out. 22. You're always growing as long as you're taking action. As long as we take action, we will produce a result and move forward, even if it feels like we are moving backward. 23. Take time to explore as long as you need. You will feel when you're ready for the next chapter. Take time to just be, to do nothing, to be still, to rest. You will feel once your cup is full to create again. 24. Do not be afraid to close chapters. We need to close a chapter to open doors to next chapters. We need to let go of things, jobs, and people, habits, patterns, to become that next version of ourselves. 25. Believe. Keep taking action till the end and trust the process. Keep manifesting, keep believing, keep taking action till the end. And the universe will do its magic. 26. Travel light. It's so not fun to travel with heavy suitcases, physically, but also if you are exploring, it is about experience, not things. You don't need much. It will just hold you back from being spontaneous and open. 27. Seasons are useful. After 4 months of sun and summer, I really enjoy wearing jackets and this cool weather. 28. A lot can happen in 3 months. When you stay in one place and you have the same routine every day, time flies by. So much happened for me in those 3.5 months, externally and internally. 3 countries, 3 retreats, a lot of growth and self-exploration. It's important to create those moments where we actually experience life. Not doing, but being. I love traveling by myself because I don't get influenced by somebody else's experience and I can be fully present. 29. I also realized I don't want to live in a jungle, not yet at least. I do need civilization, and gyms in London are great. I really missed a proper gym. But also, we can have multiple houses and multiple homes. 30. As long as we are growing and evolving, we will always be uncomfortable. And the last one, everything looks so much better on social media. And life is so much better than social media. Get out of the matrix from time to time. Be still and listen. Redecide, re-choose, redefine. Time will pass anyway. Create time to pause, slow down, experience, and be present. Do not be afraid to close chapters. Do not be afraid to let go. If you've built something once, you have the ability to build it again. If you feel like you need and want to do something, always do it, especially if you feel stuck and like you stopped growing. Imagine the best version of yourself and your life and ask for it. And somehow the universe will help. The purpose of my retreats is to create a safe space to do this kind of exploration, to distance yourself from all the noise and attachments and reconnect to your values, reconnecting to your truth, reconnecting to your purpose. I will release my retreat dates for next year very soon. Stay tuned. Links you will find in show notes. Talk to you in the next episode. Thank you for being curious. If you enjoyed listening, rate, review, subscribe, share, and join the conversation. Do not miss out on yourself, your power, and what is possible for you.